Hello, me handsome. So today we're going to have another day out video. Now it feels like it's been a while since we've done one of these, but we are doing one. We're going to go to Bristol for the day. We're going to be going to watch Alexander Hamilton. Of course, I don't think I'll be able to film any of that, but we'll see what we can do. So come along for the day. It is at the moment almost 7 o'clock, so it's fairly early because we do have to get the train there for where we are. But you know, come along. It should be a fun day. We arrived in Bristol. Now, we did have to stand on the train, which was a little bit annoying, but at the same time, it's our fault. We didn't book seats on the train. So we arrived, and of course, we headed straight to Cabot Circus, where we tend to go. The shopping area, if you like, of Bristol. A bit of a half indoor, half outdoor shopping centre, which I like. Means the temperature's nice and cool in there, but you have the safety of knowing if it rains, you're fine, absolutely fine. Now, Cabot Circus has a lovely plethora of shops. Some personal favourites, of course, Hotel Chocolate. I love chocolate. And, of course, the Lego store. If you know me, I do love my Lego. At this point, we were kind of heading towards the toilet, to be fair, and we didn't actually know there was a toilet on the ground floor, so we went to the top floor, which, in hindsight, when we came down and we saw the toilet, there was a small swear word said, but it meant we could see more of Cabot Circus. And of course, if you know, the higher levels is effectively where all the food bits are. So you get your Slim Chicken, your Nando's, Frankie and Benny's, and so on like that. And there is a cinema in here as well. There's an escape room, which I would like to do one day. And hopefully we are slowly looking to planning and booking the Bristol wing crawl, so hopefully in the not too distant future that is where we will kind of be heading with that. We may end up doing that. There is an NG64 as well in Bristol, which I'm a big fan of when we went to Manchester. Kind of just an underground adults arcade, basically, all the classic arcade games, but you can have a drink while you're doing it. Good fun, all kind of adults there as well, so could be that we do that, but we'll have to look and see what we do that when we come to it and see who's available to go to it, because I imagine it'll be a bit of a weekend, that one, as opposed to a day trip out. But as I say, we're in Cabot Circus and we will just continue along with the little video. And yes, I had to buy some Tim Tams. I saw them out the corner of my eye. Absolutely love Tim Tams from when I was doing my travels in Australia. The elite level of chocolate biscuit. But as you saw, we had a little coffee as well. Really good coffee, a nice little almond croissant as well. Really enjoyed that. So at this point, we're just kind of walking around a bit further and we were going to head to the Primark because they have a massive Primark compared to what we're used to in little old North Devon. So that was quite cool. So big, in fact, that it has a Greggs inside of it. Now, I always find Bristol really interesting how it's kind of split up into these three streets. You have obviously your main area. Then you have kind of a three streets, which I always say are just massively split up into almost a economic status. So as you can see, the Greggs inside the Primark there. But on one side, you have your Primarks, lower end charity shops, so on. Middle, phone shops, Sports Direct. And then on the other side, you've got your Ted Baker's, Crew Clothing. So I just always used to find it funny how it kind of, the further along you go, the higher the value of the shops are. Really interesting, but they're all kind of in a row. It's quite strange. But at this point, we're heading towards the quay. And we're not far away from the Hippodrome, because the main reason we were heading to the Hippodrome and Bristol in general today was for Hamilton. It is a show we wanted to watch for quite a few years. Of course, we watched the film on Netflix, or the stage show I should call it, and I wouldn't be surprised if they make a film of it one day, but that was the main reason we came today. It was the day after our anniversary and we celebrated by going here. And we went to Honest Burger, my first trip there.
Ooh. That's a good wing.
Now, if you know me, you will know that I am not a biggest fan of beef burgers, but Honest Burger hit the nail on the head. You get these lovely medium burgers, which means they're nice and pink in the middle. It means they're juicy and they're nice. And that is a winner for me because I hate a dry, leather-like burger. And as you saw as well, we did have some buffalo wings. Good wings. They were good. Came apart from the bone really well. Tasty. Not too spicy, the sauce, but it had a nice little bite to it. So that was really good. Very happy with that. Would highly recommend Honest Burger. And as we walked further down towards the quay side, we came across this little food store here, which we were a little bit annoyed about because we love stuff like this. So if we had known, we would have gone, but we absolutely loved Honest Burger. We would highly recommend it. It's somewhere we kept saying for years. Every time we went to King's Cross, we need to go there, we need to go there, and finally did, and we loved it.
So we didn't go this way last time, did we? You got the cathedral over there. Oh, the aquarium's here as well. We've got an aquarium. With like sharks, it's like the tunnelled one. Sorts come out of the prison. Where's there?
There's a lot to do. You're going to be going there.
The rainbow. Get inside a bubble. Oh! I wish I'd come here last time, it's nice. Sounds like a water slide. That smell takes me back to Disney. Yeah. Queuing up for Splash Mountain. Whoa. I'm not even in it now. There I am. Hello. Tree with solar panels.
Quite a good idea.
Yeah.
So it was really interesting walking around the quayside. A lot of it I've not seen really before, which is quite funny how you would kind of say the head of the southwest is Bristol, even though it kind of moves a bit more inland. we would always say it's kind of one of the central pivotal points of the southwest, especially accents wise. So it was quite nice to walk around the quayside and look at the various things. We were next to a massive Lloyd's Bank building, which we didn't know was there. The amphitheatre, the special tree, the shiny globe thing with the mirrors, which was quite cool. So it was all quite interesting. And around here is where the Wing Fest will be. Now, if you saw my video update, we said obviously we're going to be going to Wing Fest. It is being advertised by the amphitheatre, but I think it's just around the corner. And this is obviously the amphitheatre in front of us here. So we are very excited for this in September.
So it's quite cool.
And there's an aquarium as well. We didn't even know that was there either. But at this point, we're strolling up towards Bristol Cathedral because, of course, it is a city. Most cities these days have cathedrals. And I'd never actually visited. I've seen it from a distance because you can tend to see it from a distance. But this time we decided to actually let's have a little walk around it. We've got a bit of time before the show starts. So let's have a stroll around it. And it's pretty magnificent. We didn't go inside like we would do York Minster, Durham Cathedral, etc. But it had this really nice green on the outside of it, and we kind of had a bit of a stroll up there. So once we navigated the many, many, many stairs and the lady with a leek hanging out of her bag, and I did double take a couple of times, it is a leek hanging out of the top of her bag, we, of course, came to the cathedral. Now, I'm Christian. I wouldn't say I'm massively, go to church every Sunday religious, but I do enjoy it. And especially the buildings. I enjoy religious buildings very much. I think they are architecturally stunning. I think the reasoning they're there is quite interesting as well. And having visited some of the major churches across Europe and the world, I find them very interesting that they're all built around religion. But that's kind of the historical side of me coming out to there. So, yeah, really interesting walking around it there. And as you can see, the area is fairly well maintained. You did see a bit of debris where the wall broke then, but overall it's fairly well maintained in the area, which is always quite nice. And the green itself, very nice. Lots of students sat having a bit of lunch, some drinks. Really cool, relaxed area. Although we did see one man having almost a fight with a pigeon, which was a bit weird, but that's Bristol for you.
Well, you can technically go in now, but
obvious reasons we weren't allowed to do much filming inside, but we managed to get this little clip of us just sat down ready for the show to begin, and then the show did overrun ever so slightly, so we had to sprint for the train, but we got home in time. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, subscribe, and we'll see you again real soon.